HUTCHING Last updated 1622, September 25, 2017. Blue Skies entrepreneur Graeme Thompson is about to reveal secrets to his success and the dark years after the Fortex collapse. It was New Zealand's biggest company scandal in 1994. The Fortex meat company collapsed owing creditors $130 million and $30 million to Canterbury farmers. Now, former chief executive Graeme Thompson is about to publish a book, More Paddocks to Plough, about his early life, the Fortex years, and rehabilitation back to society and a successful wine exporting business. He was 57 in 1996 when he was sentenced to 6.5 years jail for falsifying the Fortex accounts. Other accomplices received shorter sentences or were not charged after they gave evidence against him. Redmore NZ's red meat industry reform stall. Canterbury farmers reacted with disbelief, which quickly turned to anger. Many Canterbury sheep farmers were still recovering from the disastrous snowstorm of 1991, and Fortex continued to take their lambs until the collapse. Fortex was the darling of the share market. Politicians like Ruth Richardson took every opportunity to champion Fortex as an example of the new way for company profitability. Thompson's fall from grace came after Fortex had won a Deloitte Award. He was runner-up for an executive award with Hugh Fletcher, received an Order of the British Empire for services to exporting, and Lincoln University's Bledisloe Medal. Today, at age 77, Thompson doesn't show signs of retiring. "I've had to catch up on a few years," he said from his Wanaka home. A motivation for his book was to leave a legacy for his children and grandchildren that went beyond the Fortex story. According to the blurb written by author Reg Garders and editor Quentin Wilson, the riveting story also takes us through Graeme's Scottish heritage, his childhood, boarding school and university days, marriage to his wife Barb, and the raising of their children. It is a story that not only exemplifies the extraordinary things that dynamic leadership of ourselves and others can achieve, but also shows that we all have special resources to handle adversity, and that success or failure is very much how we as individuals see it. Graeme's courage, resilience, and unwavering support from family and friends saw him through that hard time. Anyone who visited Thompson in prison might have been surprised at the deference still shown by supporters. He fell foul of the law one more time after his release on allegations he was involved in managing a business within 5 years of conviction. But his blue skies vision, which attracted others when he built up the Fortex empire in the late 1980s, remained with him as he resurrected a career over the past 15 years. The shock of the Fortex failure hit in 1993 when Thompson invited 2 young journalists, including this writer, to his Christchurch office in the now demolished PricewaterhouseCoopers Tower. He revealed the company was about to announce a massive $50 million loss. Equally baffling was the presence of well-known forensics accountant Alan Isaacs poring through accounts in another office down the corridor. A week later, the bombshell came that the Serious Fraud Office was on the case. The trial opened more than a year later with weeks of evidence. Company accountant Michael Mullins, who was given 4 years behind bars, explained how $20 million of loans had been classed as income. Inventories had been pumped up by $25 million by reclassifying lamb flaps as French cutlets. About $5 million of false sales were uncovered. A big disappointment for some politicians basking in the neoconservative philosophies at the time was that failure came in spite of a widely acclaimed evening shift work agreement with the Meat Workers Union at Seafield near Ashburton. Along with another plant in Dunedin, Fortex provided work for 1,800 people and injected more than $40 million a year into the South Island economy in its heyday between 1985 and 1993. Stuff.